Fergus Jenkins's breakfast.
Don't reveal the secrets. So I have like the eggs, like put the salt on, and then I use the coffee as a palate cleanser, and then I have the oats. So I've got a pretty refined system. Yeah. Quite a strange combination in a way. Yeah, I mean, I think like that's kind of like where the margins come in as an athlete. Like, you can do all the hard physical work, but I think you've got to cover all your bases if you want to be competitive at a high level. That was way lamer than I think. We're at the Body Consultants new-ish gym on Ferry Road. So this is where I've been training for a while now with James. Yeah, every Monday it's me, Angus, James, all training together. I reckon he could have won that fight. It's great environment coming down here, being surrounded by obviously Angus, who's super driven with MMA, and then James, who's super driven on the coaching side. So it's a great environment, I think, for all of us to like grow together.
If the bar can't handle the weight that it's been designed for, I reckon you chuck a 20 on that motherfucker, bro. Gotta get him up.
I think James' approach is really unique. Like he brings in a lot of the sports science as well, and like the kind of general understanding of strength and conditioning, but he adds to that like just a wealth of experience in professional MMA himself.
For the thoracic extension, we're really just trying to get a hip drive. So we're really just focusing on those glutes, trying to
He's got
stretch out the front.
a lot of training in functional range conditioning, I believe it's called, which is all about joint mobility and strength. So he brings that aspect too, and then just like a lot of exercises that maybe aren't the most typical or traditional, but that have massive transfer in terms of sports performance, right? Like this balloon breathing exercise, which teaches us how to like use our core and breathe through our diaphragm properly. That's just like a method that we've been bringing in to warm that up and to develop strength within those areas. I have a very budget recovery regime. Like I'm not doing anything special, so it can't always just be go, go, go. You got to know when to pull back. So if I'm not feeling it, it could be counterproductive.
Blue kettlebell and an orange kettlebell.
Feel the emotion. Where are we going?
Mate, we're off to Big Jerry's. I think one of the highlights of the week, all the hard training's done. Time to get the recovery going. Go and get greased up by Jerry.
We've got an artist probably doing a mural here.
Oh man, this is a new addition.
Yeah, don't mind the wonk because the floor's on the wonk. So this is perfectly level with the floor, but the floor is sloped. But I built it. So that's
You built that yourself?
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's as you want that. But
Is there a light switch on in here? No, it's just one of those ones. Fuck all.
Yeah, we met just sort of soon after I started at CFCs, and I think Jerry had started jiu-jitsu around the same time, and he'd been training to be a masseuse at the time. He was sort of in the early stages of creating his own practice, and he just saw me training hard, abusing my body and not taking care of it. So I think he wanted to step in and like just help me out. And like, I mean, that's just Jerry through and through, like just someone that really values community and helping others.
when I thought of this place, I kind of thought of Xavier's from the X-Men, his school for gifted young people. Mm-hmm. How they had the highlights of like the Wolverine giving what he can, Storm giving what she can, and that making it a place that prioritizes knowledge, because what is a school if not for the pursuit of knowledge? That ethos should be making yourself redundant because you've given them enough to look after themselves, and that's kind of what we're trying to do, make ourselves redundant. That's why we've got the psychologist, physio, Matt with the artistic expression, and so that's what the ethos of a place like this is.
Would it be accurate to look at that, like look at an analogy of traditional martial arts in the past that would be under like a certain banner or a certain name, to where now it's moved into, with MMA and with the UFC, moved into more of like a, how can we use all of these in one coherent system?
Yeah, the beautiful part about MMA is kind of just absolving some of those artificial walls, because what is fighting is just fighting. Blending those arts, blending those specific arts that get hyper focused on their aspect, and then just melting those walls to see what's true. It's complicated, and you gotta dig deep for these truths. With the work here, it's the supplementation. How do I help Ferg be a better combatant and martial artist?
We filmed this session with James on Monday, and that's essentially what we've been working on, all that core rotation, obliques, all that, so I can definitely feel that already like taking effect.
If you operate with the same ethos, I can give him information as to what I see, and he knows what the aim of that information is. It's to develop prowess within Ferg. So being able to have that same ethos, James wants the best for him, he speaks the same language and works with the same fundamental basis and priorities as us, and it's just super efficient.
You get done with a hard training session, reward yourself with a healthy but tasty, nutritious meal, right? I think that's one thing I absolutely love about this protein powder. Aside from like, obviously, getting that protein into the system, how good it tastes. You know, you're excited to actually get your hands on the pancakes and devour them. Finish it off with some low T soy milk. Let's chuck a bit more protein in there. So this is the amazing, aesthetically pleasing product, finished product here, but doesn't matter how it looks, it's how it tastes. It's like I really enjoy the food that I eat, and it helps me perform, so that's a win-win, if you ask me. You know, I'm gonna chow down on this pancake, drink my coffee, and have a chat with my boy Jack. Cheers, guys.